Well, I was experiencing shoulder problems. I'm a chef. I carry a lot of weight in the kitchen. Did some damage to it a year ago. And then I decided to attend a free seminar for the shoulder. And my sister-in-law recommended, and listened to Ben's presentation and decided I was going to try it. Well, it was deep down inside the shoulder, so it was really hard to determine what it was. And of course, I'm trying to think of the term in the shoulder, the common surgery that people do. And everybody said, well, this is what you've got to have done. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to go that route. I'm going physical therapy first. Well, it was definitely a problem, a handicap. The worst part of it was the pain in my shoulder just sleeping. If I would roll over onto that shoulder, it was just a miserable night all night. You know, you'd have to take ibuprofen or something and just try to get through the night. Well, I had done physical therapy several years before on my hip because I had ripped a muscle off the hip bone in a fall at the restaurant. And it took me probably the better part of 9 months for that to heal. And even to this day, I know I have scar tissue there and I can feel it from time to time. So I apply, the techniques that I learned then through therapy. The thing that I liked about Superior's approach was the concept of the team. The two physical therapists analyzing what's going on independently, comparing notes, and then making a plan. Sure, but that would mean quit working. I'm a chef. Mm-hmm. I own a pizzeria and I'm carrying, one batch of dough is 30 pounds. And when you're trying to carry that into walk-in coolers, you have to have use of your shoulders and arms. It's a lot more doable. I mean, as you age, you have the pains. But what I do on a daily basis is apply the techniques, the stretches, and that type of thing that I learned with everyone at the other office with Superior. It's doing great. I feel 100% better. I don't think I really had any expectations. I kind of just decided to approach it with an open mind, see how they approached the situation and how they would diagnose it. And then just go with the flow, try the techniques. And if it was working, then it was working. If it wasn't, I would have told them, hey, we're not hitting it. My physician, who's a personal friend who worked out with me at the gym, he recommended having my rotator cuff repaired surgically, and I just didn't feel that was the issue with my shoulder. And so once I went to Superior and they did their analysis of my movements, my limitations, what I could and could not perform, then they came up with the diagnosis for the approach for the therapy. And it turned out to be something totally different down in the interior because the shoulder is so complicated. It's just one of the most complicated joints on the body. And the therapy they applied and what they recommended worked for me. I did it at home when I had time. I worked constantly, so I wasn't the best student, but every time I was in with the physical therapist, I gave 100% and tried to push myself so that I could get the most out of the therapy. For anyone who is experiencing any kind of shoulder pain, I would definitely recommend that they attend the free seminar. Call, find out when they're available, go to the seminar, listen to your approach, and then make their decision from there. But I highly recommend Superior. It worked for me.